Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have for you this everyday, fresh, glowy, peachy spring makeup look. And I know you're probably thinking, girl, that's a lot of makeup for every single day. And it is, it's a lot of makeup, but it's kind of like my happy medium makeup tutorial. It's not a full-on, super intense smoky eye with bold lips, and it's also not a no makeup look. It's kind of like right in the middle for me. And obviously you can feel free to alternate these products, make it look a little bit more natural, if you will. I mean, obviously this is not a natural makeup look, but it is very fresh, it's very glowy, it's neutral. We got a lot of peachy tones, a lot of nudes, Avi, that's what I love. And I used all drugstore and affordable makeup products, which I also love. So I'm here for it. I know you guys are here for it too. I have a lot of really great products here. Some are like newer favorites that I just discovered that I'm living for, and others I've been loving for a while, but you know, I had to include them because I love them. But yeah, I hope you guys like it. As always, don't forget to grab a snack and let's jump into it. So my brows are done. I will leave the products that I use down below. I've been using a lot of the same stuff lately and the routine is literally the same, so I don't want to be really repetitive. So just check the description box if you're interested. So what I'm going to do, of course, is just start off by priming my lids. I'm going to go in with my NYX Proof It eyeshadow base. This is my favorite at the drugstore and it's like under $10. I love it. Just makes your shadows last all day. They don't crease. And I feel like eyeshadow primers make your eyeshadows a little bit more vibrant versus just using concealer. So I just love this stuff. So I like to take that and then just blend it in with a brush since my nails are pretty long. And I'm just using my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. I'm gonna just use a little bit of translucent powder. This one is from number 7, and you don't have to do this. It's totally optional. I literally just do like a little bit just to set my lids. I don't have very oily lids, but I like to have everything nice and even, and to be honest, I'm a little bit impatient with letting my eyeshadow primer dry. So I like to just go in and just set right away. For eyeshadows today, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter eyeshadows. These are actually really nice. I was looking through my collection today and I'm like, what can I use that is like a little bit newer that I haven't used consistently? So I decided to bring this baby out. I have 2 of their eyeshadow palettes and I've tried this before, I think only like once or twice. So I'm like, let me use it again because it has the colors that I'm looking for to create this look. I'm going to start off with taking this soft brown right here and I'm going to be buffing that in the crease. From what I can remember, these shades are really, really nice. They're super pigmented as well. So I'm gonna just take that color and I'm gonna just run that in the crease all over the lid and just really blow it out and make it very smoky. These are very pigmented. I really like the butter collection from Physicians Formula. It literally is what it says. It's like butter. And I love the fact that these smell like summer. Like it's just such a vibe. I love it. I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is like a burnt orange, and I'm gonna be applying that in at the crease as well. I'm gonna also take that shade all over the lid. There's a little bit of kickback with these shadows, but for me, it's not a big deal, because I feel like that's bound to happen with all shadows, drugstore high-end, because they're so pigmented, they're so buttery and creamy that it's going to happen, I feel like, with most eyeshadows. Ever so lightly, I'm gonna just take that first blending brush and just blend through those edges. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just pop on some e.l.f. eye tapes. These are, you guys already know, my favorites. I use them in like every tutorial. I don't have scissors today. I don't know where they're at. So I'm just gonna rip through the middle so that we can use one eye tape for the look. I used to like not do this and I feel like it's so much more wasteful this way, and like you run through them a lot quicker. I mean, they're super affordable. They're like $2, but still. Okay, I'm gonna use a really tiny little brow brush. This one's from Royal & Langnickel, which you can find at Walmart. And I'm gonna be doing some winged liner with my shadow. I love doing this trick. It's super smoky and very pretty, and it's not as harsh as a black liner. So I'm gonna be taking this brown shade in the palette. You could use a black as well, but I feel like brown is a little bit like more subtle and it's just pretty. So with the eye tapes, you literally just follow along the edge of that and it's super easy. Then I'm gonna go back into my blending brush and kind of just blend that crease area out a little bit. I want to add a little bit of lightness to the inner part of my lid. So I'm going to go into this shade right here and I'm going to mix it with the cream. So it's like the matte white and the matte cream. And I'm going to take those two colors and I'm going to just kind of pack those on. I should have did this before, but it's okay. I'm going to just pack that on just right in the inner part of my lid. I know it's gonna look really sloppy, but I promise we're gonna blend it out. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that first blending brush and blend it out. You see that just adds some lightness to that area. It's very subtle, it's matte, so it's really nice and just very pretty. And I feel like the eyes just look like more even elongated and just open, whereas this one looks a little bit more closed out. So I'm just gonna pack that on and I'm using my Anastasia number 18 brush. And I'm stopping sort of like right in the center of the lid. That's where I'm bringing it. And then I'm just gonna blend that. And the reason I'm stopping there is because I want it to kind of be like a gradient effect. I don't want it to be all over the lid. I just want it to be very subtle, mostly light right here, and then gradually fading in towards the burnt orange color. So just follow along with that tape. I feel like I'm far away from you guys. I'm sorry. I keep going like in and out when I'm doing my makeup. Because it's like when you're doing your makeup, you want to be like looking at yourself really up close and then from a distance as well, so that you know how everything is going to look when you're all done. Does that make sense? I don't even know what I'm saying right now. This is my favorite part. I love it. I love that crisp little wing with these eye tapes. I get it every single time. It's so easy. So I'm gonna use a baby wipe just to wipe away this fallout. At this point, I pretty much just wipe my entire face. That way when I go in with foundation, I know everything's gonna be nice and flawless. I'm gonna go in and coat my lashes with the Colourpop BFF Volumizing Mascara. This one is in the shade Black on Black. This has been my favorite mascara lately. It's so black and voluminous, and it's just a really, really nice formula. So I think I have a new favorite pair of lashes. These are just beautiful for every single day. They're not too long. They are perfect. These are the Salon Perfect Extension Seeker Lashes, and these are in the style 661. I know they seem super dramatic like in the packaging, but I'm telling you, they are so pretty and wispy, and I think this is gonna be like my new go-to lash for every single day. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. So as always, I'm using my Kiss lash adhesive, which is my go-to. It's the only lash glue that I ever use. So while the lash glue dries, I'm just gonna be tight lining my upper waterline with the LA Girl Neon Shockwave Liner. This one is just in the shade Blackout. It's just a black liner. I always like to do this because you don't wanna have any gaps, especially if you are wearing falsies. So this really kind of just makes your falsies blend in so much better with your real lashes. And this liner is so creamy and black, and I really like it because it doesn't irritate my contacts or like smudge on them. Okay, so I'm gonna just pop these on. I always use tweezers because it just makes it that much easier. You see how like that just elongates the eyes and it just makes it look like so much better. I love these lashes. You guys have to go out and get these. So the glue will dry. I need to get one of those like little fans right here, but the glue will dry clear, so don't worry about that. But to avoid that happening a lot, just use less glue. Like I used a little too much, but we always make it work over here. Okay, so you can see the glue is already dry and clear. So Kiss Lash Glue, if you haven't gotten it, you need to get it in your life. So now we can move into the skin, of course. So first I'm gonna actually start off by, ooh, almost forgot primer water on my table. Hold on, we need primer water. So I'm first gonna start off with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus 3-in-1 primer water. Stuff feels so good, it smells so good, and oh, I just love it. It's very refreshing, and I love the packaging on these. They're so tiny, so you could even throw it in your makeup bag in your purse if you need like a little refresher throughout the day, but it's so nice. I talked about them before. You guys know they're my favorite. Okay, so I'm gonna be going in with 2 extra primers, which is very extra of me. You do not have to do this, but I'm being extra. So I'm first gonna start off with the e.l.f. Plus Glow Radiant Moisturizer as my primer. This is so glowy and so pretty. I really, really love this. And it really is a glowy moisturizer. So I'm not gonna put this all over my face. I'm pretty much just gonna put this on the bottom portion of my face, which this is way too much. You do not need this much. Do you see that? It's not shimmery at all. It's kind of like the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, if you guys are familiar with that effect. It is literally just a glowy Moisturizer. I think if you have dry skin, you would love this. It's so nice on the skin, and you could wear this just even on its own, like without any makeup, because look at how pretty and glowy your face looks with it. So I'm gonna go in with another primer now for my forehead. Now, obviously, if you don't have combo skin or oily skin, you can just use the e.l.f. Glowy Moisturizer and be good to go. So I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Matte Finish Primer. And this one's really nice because it's not too matte or drying on the skin, but it does a really good job at keeping you matte throughout the day. So you literally just need a little tiny bit, and I'm just gonna take this right on the forehead, everywhere up top. A little bit of that goes a long way. Like, you literally just need like less than a dime size amount. Okay, now for foundation, I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This, I first discovered it, I think it was either 2 or 3 years ago, and ever since then, it's been one of my all-time favorite drugstore foundations. This is so glowy and so pretty, but you still get really nice coverage. Now, let me just tell you guys, I actually ran out of my L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation. I need to go out to the drugstore and get a new one, but this is probably the next best thing. That one I really like just because it's so fresh, it's so natural. I mean, this one is nice too, it's very natural, but this one is a little bit more glowy, whereas the Fresh Wear one is a little bit more natural on the skin. This color actually is a little bit too dark for me at the moment, so we are gonna drag this down. What shade is this? This is in 208, yeah. I am probably 205. I should have mixed the two shades. But that's okay. You know what? I just thought about taking it off, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna bronze my chest like crazy, especially since this is such a glowy look. Let me bronze my chest really quick right now because this is gonna bother me throughout the rest of the video. Okay, then for concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. I'm gonna go in with the shade Light. I'm usually light medium, but I wanna lighten this foundation up. So I'm gonna start off with this, and then I'm gonna take a little light medium over top. I love this. Also a very like fresh concealer. It's super hydrating, great coverage. You do not need to layer this much concealer. I'm just, again, trying to make this foundation color work. I love it. It's just so creamy and so nice. And then with my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, like always, I'm gonna take the concealer and really press it in on those smaller, more precise areas of my face, which is like my inner corners, around my nose, in between my brows. I'm gonna go in with my number 7 Perfect Light Loose Powder. This one is the translucent one. I originally found this on Amazon, but you can find number 7 at Walgreens, and I'm pretty sure maybe some CVS, some Targets. My Target no longer carries it. Like the makeup portion, they only have the skincare, but this is a really nice powder. I'm just trying to switch it up because I've been using the same collab powder in like my past videos. I mean, that one is my holy grail, but this is like a really nice one as well. And it doesn't give any white cast. So I'm gonna be using this all over my face. I'm just gonna press it in. I don't know how I made that foundation work, but somehow I did. So I always like to set my brows right after powder because I feel like they look powdery from all the powder. So I actually just started using this Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. This is really, really nice. If you guys are familiar with the Benefit Gimme Brow, this is a really nice dupe for it. It has a really, really tiny little brush, so it makes setting your brows nice. I've been really liking this. I just love how tiny it is. And this color is perfect. This one is in the shade Brownie Brows. That's cute. I'm gonna go in and bronze. By the way, I didn't even tell you guys earlier, when I was bronzing my chest, this is the bronzer that I use. This is the Milani Suntan Silky Matte Bronzer, and this one is in shade 03. If you guys are familiar also with the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer, this is a dupe for it. It's literally the same exact shade. It's super blendable and creamy like that one, but this one is a quarter of the price. And then with that same bronzer, I'm gonna use a different brush. This is the e.l.f. 105 brush. I'm gonna just take that and kind of like concentrate that a little bit. For blush, I'm going to go with the LA Girl Island Hottie Blush Palette. I'm going to go in and mix these 3 shades right here. This is the perfect blush. I know I went ham with it. I always use a lot of blush because I really want you guys to see the color, because I feel like blush is one of those things where it's so light and subtle, but this is perfect. I love this palette. Okay, and then for highlight, I'm gonna be going with the Kokie Soft Glow Highlighter. This is a new one from them, and I love this shade. I just used this the other day, and I was like, oh, this is really pretty. It's very wet, very metallic, very intense. I like to do a little bit on my chin as well. I feel like that's really pretty also in pictures. All right, now I'm gonna zoom you guys back in and we're gonna finish up these lower lashes. So I'm gonna use the same butter palette, of course, and I'm, like always, I'm gonna use the same colors that I used in my crease. Oh, sorry, hold on, I gotta blend this out. I'm gonna take this shade right here and a little bit of that burnt orange, and I'm gonna just run that on the lower lashes. Oh, and this brush, by the way, is a Lexi 209. It's actually a large shader brush, but I feel like it's perfect for the lower lashes because it really like smudges the shadow out for you. I got this in my Boxy Charm and I really, really like it. I'm also gonna take that same Kokie highlighter and I'm gonna just pop that in the inner corners and also my brow bone. And then this is like the star of the eye look. I love these liners, again, from LA Girl. So this is the same Shockwave liner that I was using earlier, except this one is just in a different shade. It's in Screamin', which is just a really bright yellow, which is screaming spring to me. Get it? It's such a subtle pop of yellow, but it's like different than a traditional like nude or white. And I think it's so pretty. These liners are a really great way to add color to your look without being like too dramatic. So it's very, very wearable. I love these. And then of course I'm gonna use the same Colourpop BFF mascara for the lower lashes. Oh, I hate when that happens. So whenever this happens, I'm sure a lot of you guys know, but you just let it dry and then take a little Q-tip and then it'll just flake right off. Can you imagine if I just left that on the whole time? That'd be super annoying. But I'm gonna just finish up this lip color while that dries a little bit, and so I can just take it off. I'm gonna use my Colourpop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF. These are so creamy that honestly you could just wear this on its own. Like that's how nice it feels on the lips. Like you don't even need anything over top. But I do want to add something that's a little bit more peachy. So I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip Finish. And this one is in All Natural Nude. I really love the applicators on these as well. They're like pointed. And then to top that off, I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop and Kathleenlights lip gloss in Moonchild. Can't get enough of this gloss. I actually also do have a coupon code with Colourpop now. It is not an affiliate code, it's just a coupon code for you guys to get some money off. It is 5 JuicyJas official, and I'm pretty sure you have to spend over $20 though, so check it out. It'll be in the description box below. Whenever I do something bronzy like this and my chest is open, I feel like I need to add some sort of glow to the chest, especially since I have all this bronzer here. We gotta add some glowiness to it. So I'm gonna use a loose highlighter. This one is from Wet n Wild. It's in Hustle and Glow, and I love Wet n Wild's loose highlights. If you guys haven't tried them, you're missing out because they are everything. And this one's a little bit more of a bronzy shade, so I feel like it's gonna be perfect for the chest area. I'm actually gonna use a big fluffy brush to just apply the highlighter all over my chest area. This one is from BH Cosmetics. It's the number 2 brush from their Marble Luxe collection. So I'm gonna just take that glow. Do you see that? And I'm just gonna be applying that everywhere. It is just so pretty. It's like next level, like wet highlight, like it's just everything. I feel like a brush like this for the chest is like so much easier versus doing like a tiny highlight brush. Final thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and set my makeup, and I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. I love this, and I don't know if you can tell, but I literally don't have any left. Like there's just a little tiny bit left, but this is amazing. It's so dewy and it's fresh and it smells like coconuts, but it's not greasy on the skin. It doesn't make you look oily. It's a really nice dewy setting spray. All right guys, so that completes this makeup tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me, getting glam, getting glowy with me. Leave me your favorite spring makeup products down below, whether they're drugstore, high-end, whether it's for your body, because I love to glow and I've really been into like chest products, like glowy, glittery stuff on the chest. I think it's really, really pretty and it's just very flattering. So leave me your favorites in the comments. Thank you guys so much for everything. I hope you're doing well and I'll see you soon in a few days in my next one. Bye.